this is Reina Shaunte. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing our 40 days to looking younger. I'm just drinking my lemon juice, my homemade lemonade. I just added some lemon to water, a little stevia, which is another way for you to just cleanse the palate, cleanse on down on the esophagus to the intestines, cleaning everything out. Lemon is just good for you, period. Just drinking is really good for you. Anywho, we're talking about face value today. What is your face value? All right. So I'm a woman over 40 and a lot of people can already figure it out. Like, I have 3 grown sons. They're all in their 20s. Like, okay, we know. Let's just they ain't in their 30s, you know, whatever. But to stay looking younger, I do try to take care of my skin. Now, I've never been one that it has been acne prone. Not even when I was in high school, going through puberty and all that stuff. I just didn't have that struggle. Now, when I was a young adult, like a wife and a mom, I did have some interesting seasons where my skin would kind of break out a little. So I was like crazy about figuring it out because I never like really dealt with acne, but I would get some breakouts like on my forehead, or you know, usually it would just be like one big bump, like one big bump here, one big bump on my forehead, you know, and that kind of happens recently now. It seems like whenever I get ready to go to set where I work, a bump shows up, like right when it's time for me to go shoot. Maybe it's stress, maybe it's nerves, you know, just getting ready for the shoot day, but it does seem like something shows up. But today, my face is very clear, and I have a shoot tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be all right. I wanted to talk to you about what it is that I do with my face. And you know, what I've experienced with some of the things that I do, that I've tried, that, you know, some things are pretty risky, but I've been wanting to just see how amazing I can get myself, get my skin. So as far as like just my face goes, recently I have just used a cleanser. Now, I don't have any loyalty really to any particular cleanser. You just find what really works for you, because there's been some expensive ones that I have gotten and I reordered. I was subscribing to it and they were working and they made my skin look good and youthful, but then all of a sudden, right, I would start getting these big old bumps, you know, and so I felt like whatever was in it was adding a little too much to my skin, so that it was reacting. So I would just stop doing that. Then I would just go to like a basic cleanser and just use it for my skin. So usually it's just a basic facial cleanser, and then that's it. Like something I put on at night. I'll put on like a night cream. Right now I think I'm using JLo's night cream. So I just put that on at night and I wake up and I do like how my skin looks. And then in the morning, I'll take my shower, wash my face in the shower, and then I'll put on a day cream. And I think right now I'm using a Neutrogena day moisturizer. So that's usually what I'll put on. Today I did something a little bit different, and I like what it's doing. I like what it's giving, but I'll tell you that at the end. So that's usually what I do. But you know, when I feel like, okay, there's some things that I need to do to my skin, my face is looking a little bit, you know, just not youthful anymore. I start getting maybe some dark circles, or, you know, I'll start getting kind of deep laugh lines, and I'll be like, okay, it's time to do something, right? So I have tried the glycolic acids. Now, I was telling you about like the glycolic acid lotion that had like 20% in it, which is, you know, really, it's a high intensity when you use it on your skin. So I have used that on my skin, and it does pretty well. I don't react to it. It doesn't burn. It just tingles. It tingles. You do feel it. So it is kind of eating off that top layer of skin. But I have gone up to 30%, and I have gone up to 50% on my face. That was quite an experience. So the day that I used the 50%, I was super busy in the morning. I was home and I thought, you know, oh, I have time to try the 50% on my skin. And I put it on my skin and I kind of walked away and started doing some more work, and maybe it was about 10 minutes later, which is horrible, it's bad, and I can feel it tingling, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's getting in there. I don't remember how long I'm supposed to keep it on, but you know, it's getting in there, I looked in the mirror and my under eye was burnt. I mean, literally burnt. So I had to wash it off, and I'll try to show a little picture of it. It was so bad. And I was so scared that I really damaged my face. I burnt my face with this glycolic acid, 50%. And come to find out, I was only supposed to have it on there for 4 minutes, and I had it on for 10 minutes. That was a big no-no. That was reckless. So I just wanted to share that, that it was a lot of, areas that were burnt, and I'll show you. And so I've done some things like that was not good, for my face value, because thank God I didn't really have to be anywhere. I think that might have been right before I was going out of town for my uncle's wedding. So I had a few days to heal before I could put on makeup or anything. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I've also done micro needling. Now, I've done micro needling inside of a studio where you go and a skin esthetician is there. I had a really nice one. She was really sweet. And so the micro needling machine, it pokes holes in your skin and it actually punctures the skin. And so it's making your skin bleed. It's like taking a pin and poking your skin. But the trick is that it wants to renew the skin, because the skin is going to heal, right? It's going to heal over, maybe kind of scabby, but after that scabbing, renews, after that scabbing turns over, then you have fresh new skin again. So that is the idea behind microneedling. So I've had that done and I loved it, actually. And so I bought my own. There I go again, trying to do things on my own, right? So I brought my own, and I have done it because there's different size needles that you can put on there, and you take it and you kind of, it's sort of like you're ironing out your skin. So you take it and you have parts where you're just ironing it out, right? And it's getting red and it's getting kind of, irritated because you're poking little holes inside of your skin, and it needs time to heal. So you can't like do that and then, I need to go out, get ready to put some makeup on and go out. No, there's not that. You need at least a day where you just like sit at home, you heal. I would say even 2 days, because I wouldn't want to, even if it's scabbing up, to put on some makeup or to even go out with it still kind of irritated. So you need time to heal from that. But I think it's great. It works. I haven't used it actually probably in over a year now. I still have the machine. I just haven't, I guess I haven't felt the need to use it. So I haven't yet, but maybe, if I feel like, wow, I really need some rejuvenating, or, I've gotten some sun damage, maybe it's time for me to renew. It's fall is coming up, maybe I'll do that. My birthday's coming up, maybe I'll do it then, but right now I think I'm good. I think I'm cute. I've also done the face shaver. So these are just like little razors that are on a stick, I guess, and you take it and you just kind of shave away the dead skin. And that's what you're doing. It's just a light little razor that you just lightly scrape off the dead skin. I've done that, and I think, that's probably really, really good for just getting that top layer off and having fresh skin so you can kind of start fresh again. I think that is something that's even quicker to use. Like if you want to, use it, wash your face, and then, probably put your makeup on, because it's not really puncturing the skin. It's just kind of taking off that top layer, which you don't really have to break through the skin to do that. So I think that's a good option if you're looking for just a little bit of a pop, just to take a little of the dullness off, just a little of the old skin off. I think that's a good option. Now, I've also tried the vampire mask. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this. I'm sure you have. All this is like stuff that's been on YouTube forever. But I just wanted to share, my experience. Vampire mask, I went in, had this treatment done on my face. They put like this, I don't know, it looks like blood. Some kind of chemical on my skin. It lets it sit there, and then, they take it off and you go home. But then the next 3 days, you're literally peeling. Your skin is like falling off. I mean, big chunks are just falling off. don't just naturally fall off. They'll just hang. They'll just hang off, and you're not supposed to just like rip it off. You're not. I was just talking about how my skin is good, but I do have a little bump right here. I feel it, but it's okay. You know, maybe I'll add a little treatment to it. I don't know, tomorrow, but I have to go to work, so we'll see. But yeah, so with the vampire mask, your skin is just literally just peeling, and it's going out like this. It's just peeling off. You look like a monster. Big chunks of skin. And you can't pull it off because they say that that will leave a scab, that you will literally leave a scar on your face. So that is intense because it's not just one little layer that you're scraping off. It's like 10 layers that's coming off at the same time, but not fast enough because it takes about 3 or 4 days for your skin to completely fall off, and then you have new skin again. So that's kind of traumatizing, just to look in the mirror and be like, oh my gosh, my skin is falling off my face, you know? It's pretty dramatic. So I'll try to show you a picture of that as well, because I know I took pictures, and I think that was the last time. That might have been like 3 years ago I did that, and I was like, okay, this was way too dramatic for me. But you know, it does the trick. It does the trick. It does it. I've also done, not just to my skin, but I've done fillers, and honestly, I love fillers. I love fillers because it will fill in, like, you know, when you start getting sunk in underneath here and on the sides, and it lifts your cheekbones, and sometimes you can get a little bit in the laugh line area. I'm telling you, my laugh line area is hereditary, like really. So, you know, my family, especially on my mom's side, they have the deep laugh lines that just make you look older, you know, but I try to fight against that. Even though I love to smile, I love to laugh, I could stop and just let my face just, you know, stay smooth. But no, I want to laugh, I want to smile. So I sometimes get fillers. Now, not sometimes, not like every other month or something like that. It might be once a year or once every other year or something like that, because they're not cheap. The fillers are not cheap. So I do have a doctor. I don't try to do fillers myself. I do have a doctor, and actually I do have a nurse a nurse friend that I have, that she does it as well. You know, again, this is just my experience. I am not a nurse. I am not a doctor. I am not a professional. This is just what I've done. So don't run out going looking for, you know, just random doctors and nurses that, you know, say that they can do it. You know, do your research, find out, you know, their reputation and, you know, what it is that they do. I've actually had referrals for the people that I go to, the professionals that I go to. So I would use wisdom as you look for people that are messing with your face value, okay? You don't want to take too many risks, because you just don't want to have something really go wrong with your face. And not that it can't be corrected, it may be able to be corrected, it's just going to cost you more money to have it corrected, and you don't want that trouble, right? The thing that I was going to tell you about that I used today was something new that I got from one of the influencers I follow, Jennifer Jenkins Beauty. That's my girl. I love her. I follow her. She's great, really cute, but she tries all types of different things on her skin. And I've been like, yeah, let me try it. So the thing that she raved about yesterday was snail mucin. Okay, so this is a type of ointment, oil, lotion, moisturizer from the secretions of snails. I know that sounds kind of gross, but she loved it. She raved about it. She said everybody was talking about it on TikTok. I didn't see anybody talking about it on TikTok, but I love her and I trust her, and I tried things. I'm crazy, you know. So I got it, and it came in today, and I used it today, and that's all I have on my face. As far as moisturizer goes. Now I did put a little makeup on over top, but not a lot of makeup, because I did this this video late in the day, so I didn't have any heavy makeup I needed to put on. It's just a light beat, but all I have underneath is just the snail mucin. So I think it's doing a great job. I can't say that, you know, it's better than anything or everything that I tried, but we'll see. I'll use it for a while and see what's happening, but it is giving. It's giving youth. A couple other things that I have left. So I was watching this other influencer that was talking about all the things to make your face look younger. And then I was at the dentist the other day, and my hygienist, she was telling me how young I look. And she was just like, what do you do? And I was telling her, I have good genes, and I, try to eat right, and I exercise, and I drink water, and things like that. And she was just like, and I told her, I get fillers sometimes, and she was like, no, but like your jaw, like your jaw is so beautiful and structured and young. You don't have, a lot of things going on with your, with your chin or your jaw. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. And when I was watching this influencer, she was saying how chewing gum can help your jaw stay tight and youthful. Now, first of all, who chews gum? Usually kids, right? I chew gum all my growing up, all my childhood, I chewed gum. People around me chew gum. I had an aunt who chewed gum. She was like the gum Olympics. She would chew gum, she'd pop it, it'd fly out her mouth, she'd pull it back in, she'd pop it. And she'd just be popping it in her mouth. I can do a little bit of that. Actually, on my resume, I got, as a special skill, gum popper. Because I can pop some gum, honey. I can pop some gum. But that's the thing. One of the things I'm realizing that makes me look young and makes my jaw stay nice and firm and shapely and feminine is chewing gum. So maybe start picking up that habit. Maybe do sugar-free. Usually I do it sugar-free, so it doesn't cause any problems with my teeth. But, that's a little trick there. That's a little trick. Chewing gum. Last but not least, water. I can't say it enough. Water, 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 water. Stay hydrated for your face value, right? It adds everything to your whole existence, your whole body. You have to stay hydrated. And you can use like the little hydration powders, and but stay away from things that are drying. I love coffee and teas and things like that, but don't just drink that all day. Sodas is not good, but water, lemon water is great, but you have to drink water. Because honey, this face, it's valuable, honey. It will open doors for you, okay? It's everything. You don't have to do all the things that I have tried, but take into account some of those things and maybe try one or two and see if it works for you. All right? So I thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and tap the notification so you know when I'm coming on. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.